I am Iron Man.
Thomas here with Much Props, going to give you another how-to video. Today we are once again building an Iron Man helmet. No, I'm not talking about the one behind me. No, I'm not talking about the one that we built a while back. I am talking about the first Iron Man helmet, the Mark I, the one that Tony builds in the cave in Afghanistan. We're going to build that helmet. I've been getting some requests for it here and there, and it's been on my to-do list for quite a while, and it seems like it's fairly simple. I templated it out and it's only 4 pieces. I mean, obviously you gotta invert it, but so today we are going to build the Iron Man Mark I helmet. Let's get to building. I couldn't find a decent 3D model in the phone app I normally use, so I just went off a few images from a Google search. I templated it out, and there are a total of 4 pieces to the template, 7 total cutouts when you trace the reverse side that are labeled with an R. I figured out the back flap after I assembled the main part. I used some 8mm EVA for this one. Now it's time to heat form the parts. The top of the pieces get pushed on top of my porch light cover for shaping. The bottom half of these parts just need a little bit of roundness to them, about like a cylinder. I applied contact cement on the edges and started by closing up the darts first. When I am assembling parts, I work on 1/2 at a time. That way the glue doesn't sit for too long while it's waiting to get tacked up.
Some of you may wonder why I didn't cut out the eyes and the mouth when I had the parts flat. I'll tell you why. Because the holes are so large, I was worried that when I heat formed it, the areas would get a little warped, and I didn't want my eyes to be crooked. So resist the urge and wait. I did, however, mark them before I glued up the parts. The eyes have an inset, and the bottom back panel also glue inside the helmet, so the green line on the template is where the parts should be overlapped by the main build. When you trace your parts to cut them out, first trace the whole piece, then cut off the green section and trace the new edge to get that reference line for glue up. Tony threw down some sloppy welds on this bad boy, but we're not going to hold that against him due to the situation. This is easily achieved by laying down a thick layer of hot glue. An upside down can of air instantly cools down hot glue to speed up things a little bit. Glue a little piece of an 8mm EVA dowel with a partially flat edge to make the hinge. Now all is left for the build portion is to do some battle damage with a stone bit on the rotary tool. You'll also see I did some texture to simulate weld splatter using the hot glue gun as I rotate around here. Two coats of Plasti-Dip. Light misting of silver spray paint with some brown and black to dirty it up a bit. Now just a quick wash or two with some slightly watered down brown and black acrylic paint. Really push it into the edges to pick up on that awesome battle damage, then wipe off the high points with a paper towel. Then last, to bring back the weld lines and the splatter, I dry brush on some metallic wax paint. I also did a few spots with gold, red, and blue metallic wax paint to give the illusion of overheated metal. You can go back to my custom blaster to see how I do this effect.
And we are finished. Here is the end result. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. I did go in and add a little bit of extra detailing. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera here, but I went in and did that heat discoloration technique that I used on the blaster that I made not too long ago. I did a little bit here and there because I figured if you're working in a cave and the lighting's bad, you may overheat a little bit of your welds and get that discoloration. But I went ahead and sporadically put it on here just to give it a bit of extra more detail. But overall, not too bad. My seam lines probably could have been hidden, but I was trying to build it kind of quickly, so it is what it is. Template in the description for this. It's free. They're always free. If you haven't watched the other Iron Man build that I did a while back, please go back and watch it. I'm also going to add a poll down here for this. I bought a couple of helmets on Amazon when they were on sale, and I thought, hey, let's do something weird with them, kind of like what I did with the Stormtrooper zombie helmet not too long ago. I'm going to give you a poll so that you can hopefully make a decision as to what style of modification I can do to this thing. So maybe you'll try and make this helmet yourself and impress your friends with your ability to make semi-accurate foam helmets in well lighting, not a cave in Afghanistan. Or if you are, I don't want to discriminate. Maybe you'll get some.
Yay!
And inevitably, they're going to ask you, how'd you make that? You can give them one of these, tell them, much props. It actually fits, and the holes are in the right place and everything. Peace out.